Vinay Rana, and I'm come again with new video topics, and this is very interesting topic. This topic is for all the senior Odoo developers who have a 2+ year of experience, minimum 2 to 3+ year of experience, who already know about Odoo framework, how to deal with Odoo framework with various version, whether it is 17, 18, 19, whatever version it is. But you should aware about this is not for fresher, because fresher could not use this concept directly. They can use it as a vibe coding concept, but that will be more risky for as a point of view from my side. So they should learn Odoo framework first, take an experience by themselves, and then apply this approach. It will be a mixed approach for them. But that will be the probably another topic for the creation of video. So maybe when I publish this YouTube video, you can comment it out. Based on the interest area, I will generate another video for fresher side. But for the experienced developer, I would start with the Odoo project. So in my Odoo projects cycles or the SDSC cycles, I normally explore this since last 1.5 years, and whatever things I explore, it works very well. And the current AI agents, whether it is CLI or it is IDE, all are working perfectly, but we require a proper context engineering with the perfect tools to be integrated each other, and even this all things need to be worked in a proper way that we can utilize the maximum models in terms of saving a cost, even in terms of the token size also, that how many context window we have, how much we are using, how much we can pass it with reference of each session. So all these things are covered. But before starting on that, in Odoo custom module development area, it should considered as a brownfield project. It's not considered as a greenfield area, because Odoo framework already have its ORM structure, relationship, Postgres database are there. Everything is already available publicly, and it will generate everything on top of it. So we need to create all the context engineering on the brownfield project area. So I already explained it, difference between greenfield and brownfield projects. So these all are the two different approaches to building and expanding assets. So if we design any system from scratch, like scratch, we will design the database structure, we design the application layer, we design everything from scratch, then it will be considered as a greenfield area. But if we use the existing framework, and that framework already have add-ons, modules and everything, and we prepare a custom modules on top of it by extending, by inheriting those classes and prepare the whole module, then this will be considered as a brownfield area. And I think that's it, only the overview of this. And so we focus on brownfield project area, and I have created one interesting projects. Let me put my, so this is my Copilot agent system which I have created, and I have prepared the whole overview diagram in a single diagram screen where everything is available in a single explanation. So it supports the entry point. So the entry point area can be VS Code, anti-gravity, cursor, or even the terminal. Okay, I have created my own custom agent also on top of GitHub Copilot SDK, but this particular thing is completely working on existing IDE also, where I have generated my custom workflow. The custom workflow is my command. I have generated a custom command, and those custom command is mentioned about 3 things. One is planning and analysis. The another one is after planning and analysis, you will start the coding. And the third one is the testing. These 3 areas are the base area where the context will be applied, and it will dynamically generate everything for you. Along with that, because this IDE, I have generated my own platform separately using OWL library, because OWL library is completely available. You can generate the JavaScript and the component as an independent way. So I have prepared a whole separate interface from where I can run my agent, which will do all these three things also. But it's optional things. It's not. So here you would say, here we have a Odoo Copilot agent system architecture where you have options. So I already told you that we have a OWL component which is separately created, is a separate front-end layer, and I have generated a fast API server where all these settings and session can automatically initiate and it will start automatically. So I will show you this agent API also in a separate separate running part. But this is optional. This is not the case. But this is my custom AI agent what I have created, because I want to create my own workflow which will working well using all the context engineering what I want to do. So that's why I do it on top of it. So, and I have obviously I have prepared this on GitHub Copilot SDK. So all the Copilot model means you will see that it will support all this AI model, not this one but this one. All this model are supported. These all are 0x and these all are the models which have some specific premium request specific plan. So if you have a paid plan, then it will take everything on top of it. So it is available. But along with that, I have my own skills, and skills will be created on the dynamic way. Like it will not load it by default. Why it is by default means when you use the MCP tool, when you use so many tools, sometimes agent is overloaded with so many information, and due to that the performance of agent is down, because there is a context window, and inside your context window you have a limited scope, and under that scope you need to adjust everything proper way so the agent perform a quality. It will reply you faster, it will do everything so well. So for that you needed some kind of approach where my agent can utilize only the thing which is required. So that's why I have created a Claude specific skills, and these skills are supported by VS Code, it's supported by anti-gravity, and even it is supported by Cloud Code. So these agents are by default supported all these things. So we can utilize this part. So I have created all kind of skills, including the Odoo MCP tool support. So I have added a dynamic Odoo server which is automatically run, automatically take all the model context including the relationship and fields using the tool methods, and this will be decided by skills when it will take and when it will not take. Not out of means when we start the agent and it will load it. No, that's not. So we will utilize the context window when it is required. So when it will do analysis plan, then it is required and it will add a value. So that's why I added the all the skills, tools, dependency of context, and even I have generated some sorts of my coding structure where I used to create the requirement file, which is obviously a PRD file, a product requirement documents. Based on that, I will generate the design and then task. This is the basic structure, and I think it is followed by Kiro ID also. So I follow the same mechanism, not more multiple document, but it is creating basically two document, PRD and the task. I have added some sorts of analysis tool as a skills, as an additional environment like already created. You see this diagram is generated completely by the skills itself, which is a dynamically based on the requirement, based on the code structure, it will automatically generate this diagram. So this skill is also added and it will use for Odoo module development also. Okay. I have a GitHub and dpwiki doc fetch also available as an external tool if it is required. Then you have a clarification layer. Clarification layer is why required because sometime end user generated a requirement in a very small character way, a direct small requirement which human mind can get, but those requirements require a lot of points to be clarified, which is really needed because if you pass any requirement, there are so many possibilities whether you want to generate this requirement in Odoo 17, 18, 19, or you want to use enterprise dependency to be included or not to include. And if you have a dependency, how many modules dependency are there, how many coverage of model you want, what kind of functionality you want to implement, all these analyses are generated on top of over here, and it will generate a document file inside the module, and even it will save all those things inside the memory layer of Copilot, because I use this Copilot SDK memory tool also where it will save. So the session and every information is saved over there. So that is implemented on out of the box, which is already provided by SDK. But my agent can start the coding after the analysis is finished. But for the greenfield area, there may possible that you want to generate it or improve existing module functionality also. That is also possible. It is not the case that every time you want to create a new module and it will start from the scratch. Existing module, and if you want to enhance anything, then also you can do the same. You can do a planning for that and it will generate the progress file for you, including the document file, and then start the coding. It will also inject the memory facts. It will also qualify all the specific things, because I have a MCP tool connectivity are there. Even I have a live Odoo database workspace available for version 17, 18, 19, where the agent can run any version developer environment and it will load any specific dependency dynamically. So that will be the case nowadays. Everyone wants everything need to be done totally dynamic, quick way. As a developer, what it thinks, so it will update everything dynamic way. Okay, and then after it will go for the testing. So the testing can be done like, see, the testing have a two area. One testing is done based on the backend testing. The backend testing can be done through Odoo unit testing criteria. It will use a unit testing criteria also there. But I have added XML RPC connectivity. For Odoo 19, it will use JSON RPC2, and then for Odoo 17 and 18, it will use XML RPC protocol. And that part will automatically generate all the test cases according to your requirement, and those test cases will run automatically, and if it is failed, then the coding agent automatically correct itself based on the feedback what it will get. Okay, so many coding test cases or QA area can automatically solve within the coding side itself. Okay, and this command is already available within the IDE. So we can run this command inside the IDE directly, whether it is Visual Studio Code or Anti-Gravity, or even if you use a CLI tool for Gemini CLI, you can use the all this workflow over there also. The command is supported for that also. Then when it will go for the testing, all the test cases are fired, but I have added the agent browser skill, which is actually node project I have added, which will run the browser, means the particular dependency. And this dependency, why I choose is because I can use anti-gravity Chrome browser, which will also run the whole test cases and generate the index file and everything, but it is quite slow. So that's why I added a agent browser skill, and which will document everything. It will take the screenshots, it will install and update modules, navigates all the menu, capture the screenshots, generate the icon, banner, and it will use the AI tool for that to generate icon and banner. Then it will convert the GIF file, and then it will generate the responsive index file. And this index file, why I'm telling you index file, because index file we already using Odoo App Store, where you will see when we open any app in the Odoo App Store, you will see all the screenshots and even everything in a single page. So it will follow the same criteria over here. Now, in the coding side, I have defined a 3 provider because I added a 2 provider support also on top of Google and even so the Copilot is already have a models which I have told you, where you have a cloud models also there, Google models are there, free model are there, but sometime you have a premium request and your plan is limited with the access request. And if you are using free model, means free plan, if you don't have a plan for that, then I have a Ulama provider as a support criteria, and in Google also. But Google is also require a pay per billing criteria if you go for the better model or the pro model. So Ulama provider will allow you to get the cloud model, which is the Ulama provider concern, where the cloud model will automatically do all these stuffs for you. So it will go for the Kimi K2.5 cloud, QN3 coder, and even you can change this model dynamically using environment, because all these things are loaded in the context of environment. So I can change this model, but my agent is completely dynamic. It can take the reference. Now, I have a MCP server layer where it will automatically search the model, get the field relationship. And why it is useful? Because this will help the context of which class it need to inherit or which class it need to create new. So how Odoo existing model reusability can be used over here, and it will reusable everything very well. Okay, so it will put all these things in a single specific area where MCP server layer are there. Now, all these particular skills and tools are already available, and this can be directly copied to your workspace, whatever the workspace you are working. You have a agentic memory pool are also there, which will allow you to save the memory, retrieve the memory, even it will clear the memory tool also there. And finally, 3 commands will hold whole project. This 3 command, that's it. So this is the whole, I guess, the explanation part, which is very much required from my side to explain you. And I can show you this. For this, so you can see this is the GitHub project, and where I already loaded the workflow over here, and if I type the plan and analysis, you will see that it will comes automatically. Even I will start the coding, then start coding command is there for me to generate the context of that. So all these things, commands are already integrated inside the area of the custom path. Okay. Not only this, it is supported inside the anti-gravity path. So the anti-gravity also support this, which will load the, let me show you the same workspace. Okay, so here I will open the workflow customization if it is loaded. You see the workflow is loaded over here after some time, because it will load it, hold the context, and then the global context. So I have a context area where I have a dot agent, and the workflow file are available, which will plan, start, and training is generated over here. So it will dynamically load it that. and you will see it is now available. Okay, so I can use it over here for my planning, start putting a testing, and obviously this workflow requires skills, so you need to load your skill based on your .GitHub project. So I have all the skills. These skills, I already told you that it will load the common command for Odoo 17, 18 and 19 coding standards, existing standards, the PRD creation, how it will generate the PRD, and even for testing it will use the agent browser skills, so that will also load over here for the same. And all the instruction commands are already mentioned according to the Odoo standard. It is according to Odoo standard, it is working. Even it will load it for cursor, it will load it for Gemini, so you can load your workspace accordingly. But the structure is quite important because you need to follow the installation, this manage module assets file I have created for agent purpose, that it will install the module, test the module, and it will grab the error from the Odoo dynamically to give the context to agent dynamically, which is very much important for you to add it out. I have some dot environment where I have loaded the specific connectivity of related Odoo configuration, that which database I need to connect, what is the custom add-ons, whether it is enterprise including under the path or it is not included, everything is mentioned under the hood of that. So it supports integrity, it supports this part also. Okay, so here is the project. So this project is already supports local setup. I have a local setup scripts which will do all the setup directly with the Linux environment or even the Mac environment that you have. I have a sample folder structure I can show you. It is a basic structure, I guess, not that kind of complicated area, but okay, so here you go. This is the Odoo workspace, and over here you have 17, 18 and 19, 3 workspace are there. So basically what you need to do is you just have a Odoo standard code branch, you have an extra 19, you have a log, you have a data which is actually the file store part, and you have a agents file, Odoo configuration file to start, and the manage module file. So this is a simple structure which I follow, and I put all the skill on top of it, including the dot environment file structure. So when I run my agent, this structure will automatically generate the specifically agent, and it will generate everything in top of it. But this can be done through IDE also, because I have added the same context, same skill inside the folder of direct workspace also, so I can utilize the existing IDE and even the CLI tool for the same manual command purpose also possible. So, but for automation, this particular thing is very much useful, so you don't require to follow everything, all these things covered in a single Copilot agent area. And let me show you the demo for this, so you can have idea about this. So I need to open the agent skill, and here I will start my Copilot agent. And this will be generated through, it will load everything. I already explained over here that you have a fast API backend which will call the Copilot server area, and the front end is completely generated on OWL framework. So I will show you that. So I'm opening the let me put myself over here, and let's open this. So you see, this whole things are created in OW, okay, front end. I did not use any other framework because OWL framework, which is already available in GitHub project, and you can use it separately. That is also possible. So I use the framework, and the Odoo web framework is also using the same framework. So this is separately created. I have added the settings, and this setting supports Google Gemini, GitHub, SDK, and Ulama. So you can run the Ulama local model also. This model configuration can be changed from front end directly. You can change this model selection, terminal panel, task list. Task list is just the side panel, it is visible. And obviously GitHub Copilot SDK, it requires your GitHub token and request. It will validate your row plan. According to request, it will automatically, you can go with the
about the complete workflow of the current agent. So I'm going to show you now the remaining steps or the live demo for that. And let me close all the existing things from my editor, which will give you more idea about, because I have as I already explained you about the specific diagram, and you see this diagram already have the all specific connected area where you can plan, code, and testing everything. Along with that, I have added a gateway specific part also, like you can control this particular agent from WhatsApp or Telegram. So that is also available for you for the controlling whole agent as a part of thing. And the server, currently my agent is already running, and it is running and it is controlled by Telegram. You can see that all the Telegram bot shows me the requirement, the command, and everything. And my requirement is related to car specific service area, where it will cover the module that give me the features line for that. So you will see that this particular thing I can show you now. The module is already, this one is the module what it is generating, and it is currently, because I am showing you live, so it is currently doing everything automatically, where you can see all these files. It is generated by agent automatically about the car brand, models, the service model to maintain the service of that car, whether it is maintenance, repair, inspection, or whatever it is. It will also go for the installation plan for the payment, and it linked with the sale order also. You will see the sale order class is also inherited over here. And as I review the code, you will see that this particular I am opening the whole agent from the progress file. This is the agent where you will see the multi-session supports are there, Telegram is running, and over here you have a 3 version support with the live connectivity. And this is my progress file. Out of progress file, how many are active, okay, how many are pending. You can simply put a filter, and how many are completed. So these all are the completed, where you will see here the detail about product model, car brands, service. All these things are already completed, and what is pending, it show me that part also. So the filter, everything are there. I have a settings menu also available, which will give the detail about all 3 options. These things I already covered in the previous explanation site. So the current priority is how it works with the ongoing project. So currently it's working on this invoice and terms condition part, so it will go for the creation of account move model extent, and you can see the code also live. This is the code what it adding, and it is using all the existing skills which is already available in agent and also in the editor. All the skills are predefined loaded as a context. It will also use the actually draw diagram skill also there to hold documentation stubs. You see the documentation is already there, means a few index file is initiated, but it will add the screenshots and everything dynamically as the module progresses, because you will see over here each and every module will taste the task independently. If it is failed, then it will raise with the error, and that error will be passed to the agent context for the further fix. So as you see that it already did it for the previous task, and I can check it with my current database also. You will see that I can show you now also. When I start my Odoo server service over here, so it will run the MCP server also and even the server, and I will show you that part. So now it's opening my localhost. I can run the log also from here directly. So the log is also there. Yeah, so it's loading the database, and even you will see that it already loaded the model what is already installed from the module what we are working on. Okay, it's dark mode. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah, it's not loaded, that's why. Okay, so here we go. So I'm showing you live that how the agent is already created module, and the module is actually, you will see the progress over here that it is currently updating the backend test and the front end test hook, and then it will generate the docs. So it will start the Odoo server immediately after that. So it may possible that it will start the Odoo server automatically from here, and obviously this connection will be lost immediately. You see, it may possible that the connection will be lost, but card sale module is already installed, and you will see the demo data and everything is loaded over here. Let me check if it is already running, then I should wait for that to. So module update is there, so it means the server is going to be down over here. Yeah, the module failed because now you see it update the module command where it raised some error related to this particular task. So that log will be automatically pass and check, and I will see over here the server is already stop working because my agent is already running to update the command. So you'll see everything is live in front of you. So this will automatically take the context of the installation error, and the installation error will be grabbed by the agent dynamically. And yeah, so it give me the previous session of the database which it used the wrong database, so it give me the right database, so it will correct automatically according to the context of that. So now it updating and it failed, and it will check the full log why it is failed. So I'm showing you this live recording because I want to show that how my agent works perfectly as far as the configuration concerned. Yeah, so the path and everything is because normally what happen, I have a .environment file, and .environment file have all the context about path and everything. So sometimes the skills refer to some different configurations. It may possible that the database or whatever the loaded database context inside my workspace, it can be different. So that's why that will be the reason for the, so it will automatically find the right directory from the project directory path, and it will run. If it failed anything, it will automatically correct also everything. And obviously it is, this particular thing is linked with my Telegram bot also. So Telegram bot can also control whole agent which is running successfully. Now it's say the module update completed, and let me give the log confirmation. So now it will go and check the log, and when it will be confirmed, I will start the server manually and show you the module menu items and everything for update on this. So I'm using all the specific, you see my pro token is already configured, means it is using the premium request, but the premium request in such a way that it will use the Copilot plan, and the Copilot plan you can see that it will load the model. These all are the models, like according to the credits it will use the best model, and it will not use a single models, because you see if I use only Opus 4.1 then 3x credit will be charged. If you use 1x, then so obviously I will use this two model as a primary parameter, and according to task complexity I will use this 3x specific part. Over here I have other models also which can be so good, like Claude Haiku 4. This is also good because it consumes only 0.33x, so it will be more good. I can use this, and even I have this Gemini 2.5 Pro model also there, Flash model also there, 3.1 Pro model also. These all models are already available, and if the free models are also there which I can use it for my purpose. But overall my agent is running, and you will see that, yeah, so you see the feature is already completed, and it show me that it is already completed, and now it will ask me should I continue for the next feature. Till that it will go for the idle state. So meanwhile I will not start initiating the next task. Let's check the server to start and check that. See, it created the demo data also for me according to my car brands and even the sequence, and because I loaded all the skills on top of it, all the context engineering are available for the supported part. Even it added the website controller which it can use for the loading the car price from the website page itself. So that is also there. I can review the code by myself over here, so it is quite easy for me to do so far. So let me reload it because my server is already running, and you will see the log. Yeah, it's loading. Obviously it checking, it will load whole module code. You see it is install status, so you will see the log with the even the warning are there, but overall the module is upgraded successfully by the agent using shell prompt. So it's loaded 100% because I have so many other modules also there. That's why it takes some time to load, but overall you see it's just added the payment schedule for me, installation plan. All these things are generated automatically. These all are the installation, means what is the payment schedule for that, monthly payment terms. These all are the service records, what I can use it for my and these all are the data what it loaded for the specific car company, that is also available. So I guess this is the best way I can show you my own demo, like the agent which is running successfully, and it show me the update over here. Overall it uses the command structure. All these commands can be run directly from here, so I can use plan, start, testing, everything. And even if I want to go for the next, for the progress, I can go the same thing from here, like I type next. So the same thing is since over here also. Okay, so it will go for the next task to be initiative start for that. Obviously I have options over here as a settings where if I enable the automation mode true, then I don't require to go for the even the human interaction. It will do everything automatically on top of it. So that is and all this interface is generated in Odoo OWL framework. All the JavaScripts, backend stuffs. You see, from front end, I have so many things. Like I have a database connectivity are there, which is MCP connectivity are there. I have a different sessions which are running. So I have a multiple sessions. I have a settings. So all these things are there, and I can control this agent through Telegram also. The Telegram will update everything dynamically. It will load the reply, the final summarized reply also loaded in Telegram after it will finish the specific part. So I guess that's it for the live demo for the agent and the integration. So it covers the Telegram and WhatsApp, both configurations are. So I did not configure the graph. Facebook graph API is pending, so that's why currently the demo is running on Telegram only, but it can be configured in WhatsApp also. This part is already explained. Okay, you can reach me for any more explanation, and even this particular agent can be configured independently to Ubuntu server, and I have a automatic local setup is available. I can run the local setup for anybody, and it will load all these agents and skills on top of it. So local setup scripts are there. I have all the gateway specific part are there, and the scripts part are also there. So I have updated that part also there. Like I have a gateway automations. This gateway automation will install the service, and even it will support the Node.js specific part also there. So this too can automate all these things to any particular server or system. So it can be run in local, it can be run in server also. So that's why this is very useful thing. It can be work with any specific part where you want to put this on top of it. So that's it. Thank you.